Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to create a vendor master data. So the vendor master data for procurement is created with the transaction code XK01, and to change the vendor master you can use XK02, and to delete you can use XK03. So now I'm going to show you how to create the vendor master data for procurement. So I'm getting into the menu bar and I'm just entering XK01 for the creation of vendor master data. So now as I told, I'm going to create the vendor master for procurement. So for procurement, the vendor master data will be created at the purchase organization level, but I'm just going to show uh, even with the company code level, but this will be handled by the finance department. So I'm just going to enter the company code, and the purchase organization is, again, I'm just click the match code. You will find the list of purchase organization. Just select the related purchase organization. So now I'm going to select 0001 as my, sorry, and so account group is important for the creation of the vendor master. So when you click the match code, it will list out the uh, account groups. So now I'm just creating for the vendors. So I'm just selecting KRAD and click enter. Now you will be able to see the screen for the create vendor address. So this is the general data. So normally the vendor master will be having the three levels: general data, company code data, and purchase org data. So now this is for the general data. We just click Mr. and I'm going to just give the name as 66666 will be my vendor, and just give the search term. So the search term is nothing but you can allow to give any preferable information. This will help in later to find the vendor. So I'm just giving here as 12345, and just give the street and the house number. So the house number is 141, and I'm just giving KK Street as my address, and I'm just giving the postal code, and city is Israel. I'm just giving as Israel as my country, and my country would be IL. So I'm selecting the language English. So English here, as per the requirement, you can just select whatever the languages has been listed out, like German, French, or any languages. Now I'm selecting English, and now I'm giving my telephone number. It should be like, so this is the telephone number. You can give the address of the, so this screen just gives the address of the vendor. So just click enter. Now it will go to the next screen, which will be asking for the customer. So this again will be filled in as per your requirement. So now this is not, as this is not a mandatory for the vendor master data, I'm just skipping out. So just give the bank details. Right now I'm skipping out, and I'm just giving enter. Now it will be asking for the reconciliation account. So the reconciliation is account is mandatory for the company code level. So I'm just clicking the match code. I'm selecting the related reconciliation account. And as cash management group is made as mandatory, so I'm just selecting A1. So you can also just click the match code and select the related cash management group. Now I'm selecting as A1. So click enter. So now you can see the payment transaction accounting. So here you could select or you could enter the payment terms what you're trying to pay to the vendor. So just click the match code. Now you can see the list of the payment terms. So like within 14 days 3% cash discount, like that you will have a list of the payment terms. You can select as per your requirement. I'm just selecting now 0001 and just click enter. Now this is the correspondence accounting. These are again related to the company code level. I'm just skipping out. So again, now this is the important thing where the procurement side has to maintain all the field values. So this is with the purchasing data. So it's as we have maintained the order currency, I'm just putting as euro as my order currency and click enter. So if anything mandatory, you can just as per your requirement, if anything you made it as mandatory, you can just enter the mandatory fields. Now order currency is a mandatory field uh, for the purchasing data. So I'm entering the mandatory and just click enter. So now it will be popping out with the next option, which is for partner function. So partner function is again this comes under the purchasing data for the procurement side, wherein you have to fill in all the details. So this will have the partners like OA, VN. Likewise, the vendor is like where you're going to ship to the vendor, ship to which vendor, or the ordering address for which ordering address you're going to send the invoice, uh, and to where it is going to ship from. Like these are the details you will be getting. So I'm just selecting here as OA. So uh, this is the ordering address, you can see. So here in the number you have to fill the vendor details. So it might be the same vendor detail what you're trying to create as a vendor, or it might be the ordering address will be differing. If it is differing as per your requirement, you can just leave the uh, vendor number. I'm just giving here as 100668 as my vendor. So when you click enter, you can see this vendor is an ABCD vendor. So this is not the one which we created, which we are trying to create XXX vendor. So this likewise this can differ. So just click enter. Now it will be asking to save the screen. Now just click yes. Now you can see the vendor is created. Vendor 100671 has been created for the company code 0001 and purchasing organization 0001. So you can see this detail. So this is the process flow of creation of vendor master. And if you, as I said before, if you want to change, you can just get into XK02. If you want to change any value, you can just go to the menu bar or create a new session. Going to the menu bar, create new session, just give XK02, and you here is the vendor which you created right now is been popping out. If you want to just see, as I told before, you can see general data, company code data, and purchase organization data. So now I'm just going to change the value only for the purchase organization data. So in that case, I'm just selecting the purchasing data, and I'm just going into the screen. And if you want to change any value here, you can just change the value. I'm going to change the value euro to the currency as USD. Okay. Now when you save vendor, you can see the changes have been made. Now just give /n and give xk03 in the menu bar. Again, this is for the display vendor. So if you want to see the changed data, you can just give here, see the euro has been changed to USD and that's been saved. So this is the process of the creation of the vendor master, and change the vendor master and display the vendor master. Thank you.